Okay, so this is the Amy and Julia talk show, and we just we already recorded the show, or so we thought, but the camera wasn't on.
So now we kind of lost our flavor.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to say something.
Yeah,
yeah. So, but anyway, today's topic on the Amy and Julia talk show is
dating advice.
Dating advice. We have great advice to give you. So,
let's see, what's our first one? Okay, I have one for you. This is very good advice, and follow it. Don't fart. Okay? It's not appealing at all.
Yeah, not sexy.
Nah.
And, like, if you absolutely have to, just, like, play it off and just be like, give it, like, a 6.5.
But that takes a very secure person to do that. And someone, you're very comfortable with, okay? And if you're not, just waddle like a penguin for a few hours, okay?
Okay, so let's see, what other relationship advice can I give here? Okay, so you're going on a date, and, okay, let me just, from personal experience, okay? I've been on several dates. I'd say, well, actually, probably not that many, okay? Alright, so I've been on a couple dates. And I think that the dates that I've been on in the past, most of them, quite frankly, sucked. They were horrible. I hated them. I did not want to go on a date with this person, and I went because I was like, okay, fine, feel sorry for him, blah, blah, blah. Well, usually with those particular dates, the guy would always feel really compelled to follow all the, like, dating etiquette rules, and, like,
what their guy
door,
friends tell them to do,
and, and pay, and, like, come pick me up, and blah, 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 blah. All these rules that have been set forth by society. Well, I went on a date, like, a month ago. Every single rule was broken. Every single rule was slashed in half with a machete. Okay? Destroyed. And you know what? It was the best date I've ever been on in my life. I don't care about dating rules. Dating rules don't matter. You have to do what is fun for you and your date, what you feel comfortable doing. Okay? So just ignore the etiquette. Because, like I was telling one of my friends, I was like, telling them about my date, and she was like, well, we went out to dinner, and she was like, well, did he pay? And I was like, no, he didn't pay. I paid. I have money. I'm a woman. I can pay. It doesn't matter, And she was like, well, it's not a date if he didn't pay. You know what, honey? I don't care. I don't care if I pay. I don't care if he pays. I don't care if we do a dine and dash. I don't care if one of us throws up on the table to get a refund. If I am out to dinner with an attractive man and we're alone, it's a date. You gotta ignore the rules. Ignore them.
Ignore them. Ignore them greatly.
Yes, it's not important. So, let's see. That's my words of wisdom.
Let's see. I might have a couple. Not really. I think I've been on fewer dates than she has, actually. Well, here's one. One time, now, a long time ago, far in a galaxy, far, I went, what did I do? Oh, well, it didn't last that long. We went to the skating rink, and, the skating rink's like the only hangout, so that was, totally a junior high thing. It was until in junior high when this happened, and so I was skating. It was at the skating rink, and so I was, skating around, having a good time, and, well, sadly, I was under the impression that I thought I was cool.
Oh,
but then I sadly learned I wasn't cool. I thought I was, and then, he's kind of like looking at me, what's the matter with you? Because I got, these cool kicks on, these skates, they're fancy, they're better than the skating rinks, and so I'm going really fast, right? Like, foo, 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 smacked into a wall, and I'm like, funk, and, he's like, really? And then it totally, I hurt myself, and I fell down, and I kind of laid there, and he's like, well, and he just, like, calmly, like, kind of, like, skated up to me and, like, picked me up. I was like, yeah, whatever, let's go sit down. And we sat there, and we sat there for about an hour and a half, and we drew stick people and play tic-tac-toe. So, my advice to you, I don't know what it is. Take what you can from that. Because I don't know. Yeah. Oh, actually, and the funny thing is I think Juju was with me on that date maybe like she was there with someone and she had a great time and he taught her how to skate and they had a great time and I was over there and yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know how to skate. That's sad. I wasn't good at it. I wasn't. I still can't. I still can't skate.
Oh, I can move, but moving the right direction is
Yeah.
This is like what I'm doing with my hands. That's what my feet look like, and then when I'm doing it.
So let's see, what other relationship advice is there for dating? Okay, so you know how there's this thing where when you're on a date with someone for the first time, you're supposedly not supposed to kiss them? Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
You know what? I guess if you've never met the person before, if it was like a blind date, then yeah, that'd be kind of awkward. But if it's someone that you know, that you've been friends with or something, I think it's totally acceptable. If you like each other and you want to and the moment's right, go for it. I mean, it'd be kind of awkward if, you were just gonna do it at a time that just was not appropriate, like.
Yeah, but just make sure you want to and don't feel pressured into it, because then you'll get like all tense and it's not enjoyable.
That's another thing. If you're on a date with someone that you don't like, you're on this date and you're like, okay, this just isn't gonna work. Don't kiss them, first of all. And if they try to kiss you, just be like just do something, because you want to let them know that you don't want to kiss them. Because if you kiss them, if they kiss you, they're going to think that you like them. They really will. That's just that. I mean, you don't want that. That's horrible. So, yeah. This is speaking from experience. I'm a feel sorry for you kind of person. And I'll go on a date with you if I feel sorry for you. And that's not good. Just don't do that. If you find yourself in a situation where you're on a date with someone that you don't really like, you really do need to know when to tell them, hey, I don't think it's going to work out. Like, because once I learned how to say no, things got better for me. Because I would be in relationships, I went on a date with this guy that I didn't like, and I thought, oh, it's just going to be one date. I'll never have to talk to him again. We were in a relationship for 3 years. And I finally got away from him because, we graduated, and so I don't have to see him anymore. So, it's important to be able to say no. It really is.
Yeah, it truly
is. It's a skill that you have to develop, and it's hard. It's hard, but it's the best advice I can give.
Nice. I promise. I know stuff. I mean, I'm in a good relationship. I should have some advice. Oh, here's some relationship advice. It's all about take and give, okay? And really, it's very important to, they might not be able to do everything right or give it to you, give you everything you want. But, it's really important just to accept the little things, do the little things for them. Because that is really what keeps a relationship happy, is because, you get their coffee for them. And then you get to the point, and even when you know how they take their coffee, it's really important. It's what, I don't know. It's what makes you close. Little bitty things in life. Yeah. And it makes you happy.
Yeah. I never really
Coffee's important.
felt those kind of emotions.
I'm like, oh, no.
I've never been like that before, but maybe I will at some point in my life find someone who is worthy enough for me to bring them coffee. Oh, but, yeah.
Sorry, I've been trying to keep a straight face with that one. You're so funny.
Well, I mean, we all know that my relationships in the past have been very bad.
Well, there has to be darkness for there to be light. So you have to go through the darkness so you can get to the light. I saw that on Facebook.
Crawling through the tunnel.
Yeah, no, what is it? A teenager post? One of those? It's one of those. You know it's true. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, and while I'm thinking about it, this video is made for girls, but if you're a boy and you're watching this, I have something to tell you. Now, this is relationship advice for a boy. Well, I mean, I guess it can be for a girl, too, but boys tend to do this more than girls. They don't show their emotions enough. Boys tend to not care. Boys tend to be very reserved. Boys tend to not wear their heart on their sleeve. So we do not know what is going on inside the mind of a man.
Yes.
We have no idea. You
Complicated
have to
place.
tell us. We
We
don't
won't
know.
figure it out.
And let me tell you something right now, men. Okay? If a girl likes you and you don't like her, you know what the appropriate response is? Hey, I don't like you.
Okay.
That's the appropriate response. You know what we'll say? We'll be like, alright, moving on. Next man.
Yep, keep 'em going.
But don't just lead girls on. That's
Yeah.
horrible. That is awful. And if you do that,
Yeah.
you're a dick.
And you know what the funny thing is? They say girls do that. The friend zoning or, all that stuff. No. No. Guys do that too. Don't think you're out of the darkness.
Exactly.
Okay? Yeah, because you do it too. All the time. It's not
Plus,
just us.
it's difficult because we don't understand, you know? I mean, if I like a guy, then I go up to him and I'm like, I like you. It's not that
It's
hard.
not difficult. Just tell them how you feel because, one day you might regret not telling them how you feel.
Yeah, you never know. Alright, well, any other advice? There's probably something really important.
There probably
that we're
is. So we're
missing.
totally, I don't know, being nice, courteous.
Don't eat onions on your date.
Yeah, don't eat onions, beans.
If
milk.
you go to the movies, the best thing to get
Yes.
Junior
Mints. Get Junior
because it's
Mints.
minty and chocolatey, and if he leans in for a kiss, you got your minty breath going on. It
But
smells
also
good.
a slight hint of chocolate.
Yeah, so it's much better than having milk duds in your teeth.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay, open up. I hope you enjoyed this.
I'm sure no one watched it.
I know.
We're watching ourselves.
Yeah, really, I like keep on here because I play my
Okay, and that is our segment on dating.
advice.
Stay tuned for more useless information.
Yes, we got plenty of it. Bye.